Good evening and welcome to Helsingborg, Sweden. We take a look around the city this evening. A quaint place on the coast. Next to the big square we'll find terrasstrapporna, the terrace stairs, which again will take you up to Kärnen, the core, a medieval tower, which is the only remains of what was a larger Danish fortress. And you can walk right up there and through the park, and you'll find your way to the Olympia rink. And today, this evening, Sweden will play Norway in the men's competition, the 7th game in the round robin. We'll meet the teams for Sweden at lead: Kristoffer Sundgren; at second, Rasmus Vrano; at third, Oskar Eriksson; and team skip, Niklas Edin. For Norway, at lead, Magnus Vågberg; at second is Markus Høiberg; third, Steffen Valstad; and team skip, Thomas Ulsrud. Well, looking at the men's standings, it is Sweden alone on top at 6-0, followed by Italy, Scotland and Switzerland at 4-2. Germany and Norway close with 3 wins. And then there's a dogfight at the bottom: Denmark and Netherlands, 2 wins, England and Russia with 1. Well, these guys know each other quite well. It's going to be a neighborly battle. And of course, always nice and friendly off the ice and on the ice, really. But this is an important game for both. Scotland will play England. Denmark take on Italy. Also, Russia will play Netherlands this evening. And another neighborly rivalry, it is Switzerland to play Germany. Of course, we'll keep you up to date on what happens in those games as well, although our main focus will be on that of Sweden and Norway. I'm Sandra Olvang, joined by Rona Howie. Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, this is a classic battle here. I'm sure we'll have a whole bit of banter between these two sides, but Sweden mean business. They've won 6 straight games. For Norway, it's could be a huge plus to pick up a win here if they want to make it to the playoffs. We see Norway with 2 great draws in the pre-game practice, picking up the hammer, so they'll have that advantage before the game starts. And it will be Sweden to kick us off. Lead, Kristoffer Sundgren. We'll throw the first rock of this game. A Team Edin who many say haven't been quite themselves this season. Ranked number 1 last year, but really finding their form here in Helsingborg.
Yeah, they really have been so solid all week.
Magnus Vågberg, lead for Norway. The youngest guy on the ice this evening. The son of Lars Vågberg, who was 3rd in vice skip for Paul Turlsen when they won the gold in 2002. I think we'll find that a lot in curling. It's a family sport.
Yeah, definitely.
Taking a look at the rules of play: 5-stone free guard zone, 6 ends at a minimum to be played. Both teams with 38 minutes of thinking time and 1 timeout as well. Norway coming around the center guard. Sundgren looking to lock it right on. Speaking to Sundgren before the game, but after their practice, he said it's looking just a little bit frosty this evening. It is raining outside, so could be a little bit of a factor. Teams might have to read the ice, as they always do, and keep an extra eye on the different tracks and paths. Really nice shot here by Vågberg, right onto the red stone.
Really nice to see this young team bringing in Thomas with his vast experience in the sport. Helped them greatly.
No, you can't shake him. We've back home. We thought he was going to be retiring for the last 6 or 7 years, but it's just loves curling, this guy, and I think he's going to be playing for as long as he can, really. A guy with a few years left here, Rasmus Brano.
A really nice setup here.
Klipper du der, det greit? Tenk at du skal rulle corner.
It's just weird to see Thomas Olsrud in a self-coloured pair of trousers and not fancy pants.
Markus Høiberg. Runs it back. No fancy pants. They felt like having their own identity. It is a team who existed prior to Thomas as well. They've just brought him into that team. And
that was part of the condition. You can come, but don't bring your trousers.
He'll still wear them for practice.
Helst alla tre, men nära chappen för att få ut båda. Jag tycker det känns tveksamt på chappen. Okej. Över clearing då är båda de borta. Om man tar utsida. Med clearing. Ja, det borde gå. Det är bara jobbigt om man spelar något mjukare och den stannar här ute. Ja, dra clearing nu. Känns ändå som nära chappen. Okej. Vi kommer aldrig spara alla tre. Nu ser du på skärmen där.
He'll wait.
Yep. Lite extra. Yep. Oh, get it.
Trying to spell the yellows here. Won't quite do that, but rolls pretty much frozen onto that yellow. That works out for Sweden.
Lite extra. Yep. Oh, get it. Dra dit! T-line!
Norway lie 1. It's just tempting to draw the other side. Lie 2. Initially, they thought about coming in to freeze that red.
Here Marcus saying it's a bit of a guess for speed here. So the team having to make a good guess here and agree on what speed they think it's going to be down this path. Of course, they focus a lot on playing draws to the button coming home in pre-game practice to win that hammer. This is playing away from home. But makes a good draw here, in for third shot, just like planned.
Alternativt frysa bort den. Jag spelar skjutningen. Ja.
You'll find sometimes with these two guys
Det är chappen eller?
that they're not afraid to put rocks in play, and just because they know each other so well, they don't have a problem playing an aggressive game. Sometimes a little bit of a mind games as well. Oskar Eriksson running this back. Makes it really nice.
Ibland! Ja. Kjapp! Ja. Alternativt litt rull in.
And it's always a great game to watch when these two play each other. You know, they build up the heads, just saving it for the last stones of the end. And as you say, Xander, always lots of stones in play.
Stefan Wallstad for Norway. Used to skip this team before they brought Thomas in to take the head. Both Stefan and Marcus from Oppdal, Norway. It's a small town in the mountains who's produced quite a lot of curlers. They have a beautiful wooden 4-sheet rink up there. And close to 10% of the village, rather, plays curling. So lots of young teams coming from there. Oskar Eriksson. Makes the hit and roll. Gets half buried.
Tregt! Myk vant! Gjerne spille der, men nok til å drepe han! Solid her! Ren! Ren! Japp! Japp! Ren! Solid her! Ren! Wow! Med kuls! Hardt!
Trying to carve this in, get some extra finish here. Just going to cash the red tooth in. Shooter spills out. And the end flips on its head really quick.
Yeah, it was a great hit and flop in from Oskar Eriksson.
Tänk en låga 13. Skulle vi komma ner hit så är det ändå... Så länge vi inte... Den är en deci bakom, 5 centi bakom 10. Ja. Här är optimal. Allting nära åt foten så ligger vi i alla fall 2 helt okej.
Hur långt ut var taken? Här.
Inte riktigt så här långt ut.
Nej.
Starten var nära dock.
Okej.
Jag skulle kunna dra en gissning på 13,5.
Ja, Ogge kommer dock från andra hacket. Så det blir ännu lite tajtare.
Men vad tror du, Krippa? Tror du det är nära?
Det borde vara rätt nära, jag tycker.
Så kanske en 70.
Just talking about the speed. Just trying to feed some information back to the skep. Niklas Edin. Only 34 years old, but maybe already, well, definitely one of the greatest curlers of all time. And when he retires, he might just be the greatest curler in at least at international championships. So many medals he's raked in over the years. Just missing the Olympic gold that he came so close to in Pyeongchang.
It's the only gold medal he doesn't have in his collection. He has 6 European gold medals. So you just wonder, you know, how is he motivated to keep coming back for more?
It has to be the Olympic gold, hasn't
It
it?
has to be. This is all a stepping stone for him to get that Olympic gold.
Jeg er usikker, for jeg synes Steffen satte seg ganske stramt. Men
he's
Niklas
been
var også
improving.
lite køl der, altså. Han tørrer å bare stole på
Fourth place in Vancouver.
Jumpen, da venter vi sier fra.
Bronze in Sochi and then silver in Pyeongchang.
Yeah, so
Next time,
if you were a betting man, then yes. Beijing 2022.
here's another guy with Olympic silver. It was that year in Vancouver where the fancy pants came out, had its first showing, and of course matched with the success at the Olympics. That became a big thing, a trademark. We'll hit and stick here.
I nærheten av køla der, altså.
Ja. Okej, så jag kollar hur det ser ut. Men kändes som han gick ganska ärligt där. Låga 11 var den.
Where's the rest of Scandinavia, you might say? Well, Denmark is playing Italy on sheet B. It is Italy with last draw.
And Italy lying one already.
Ja, lite
So this is
mindre.
an open draw for two
Linjerna
for
vid
Joe
dig. Sexa
Retornaz.
linjer på rimmen.
Chappen är bra, viker in lite grann. Inte lika öppet. Nej.
14.05.
Sweepers just
Just nursing this one in, and no problem. It's a two in the board.
Ja, ja, ja.
10-0!
So 2-0 after one end of play.
Ja! Ja, ja! Wow, wow, ja, ja! Wow, 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 wow!
Ah, lovely shot. Goes right in behind the guard.
Yeah, really perfect.
3-5.
You couldn't have placed that any better.
Ja, jeg hadde 13-3 på Magnus i den første, altså. Jeg tror det.
Ja, ja! Wow, wow, ja, ja! Wow, 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 wow!
Bra. Fint. Litt mindre!
Last stone first end for Norway, being forced to draw for one here, and this certainly has been his bread and butter shot
Hold den i gang hvis du kan.
for years and years. Always being able to draw the forfeit, either for a multiple score or to bail the team out in trouble. And two good sweepers on it here. A couple of the fittest guy in curling. And they will drag it easily to the forfeit. So single point on the board for Norway. Not quite able to capitalize on the first end hammer, but they will draw first blood here.
Men det var
Fortsatt litt tregere enn det har vært.
Men det var,
Rett i siden her.
det var jo 3 steiner på rad som ikke kølla opp der, da.
Niklas gikk kølla, da.
Ja, den siste, ja.
Den kølla ikke sykt, den heller. De gikk jo motkølls. Jeg vet ikke.
Kølla ikke sykt, den heller, nei, så det
Jeg så på bakfra i hvert fall, så fikk den egentlig jevn.
Ja, det var ikke noe sykt.
det er bare å dra inn for corner. Det er lettere å dra inn og så dra tight guard. Ja. Samme linje som på Hammer! Samme linje som på Hammer! Ligger bra! 5. Ja. 5-6 er bra. 14-4. Slipper på 3.
Sweden plays Norway. And it's the second end. Norway scoring a single, and the first end, now Sweden with the hammer. Now there's many ways to approach an end in curling, and teams do things differently. Definitely seen Edin in the past throwing a corner guard in the situation, but now coming around. Do you think teams will change up their game plan, their game tactic, and try and track what's working for them and bring that into a championship?
Yeah, definitely. They'll look at the stats, and also they'll depends who they're playing. They'll look at their opposition, they look at the ice conditions. All these things are a factor to how they call the game. But they will look at their success rates for corner guards or coming around centre guards.
I do think that is maybe one part of the future for curling, is bringing more of the analytics into the game. We're seeing that more and more.
Yeah, definitely, and even just the basics of last stone at the first end. what's the success rate of winning games with that statistic. And you know, if teams are up or down, fifth end, how many win the game if they're down at the fifth end? Playing out the last few ends. You know, do teams prefer to be one down with the hammer coming home, or you know, there's so many different numbers that you can look at that you could actually completely be mind-boggled by everything, and it's picking out the important information that's critical that you can work with.
Really good play by both the leads here. You can already see it's going to be a tough battle between those two, Vågberg and Sundgren. Who can get the early advantage in the end here.
And as we've said already this week, you know, it's the setup by the leads that really make the game. You can have all the game plans you like, but if you don't get the setup, you can't carry them out.
Coming around everything here. Trying to bury, and that works out pretty well.
Great result. And it's being able to adapt as well. You may start the end with a certain game plan, but depending on what your opposition do as well, you may have to change or adapt that game plan. And it's being flexible and being able to do that.
Jag tänkte om clearingen var bra.
Här kan du lägga en 50% system och det blir bra. Ja, men så.
Eller jag är med på
har vi inte
sargen
riktigt linjen,
också.
då lämnar vi den lite kort. Så har vi nära gard och bara kunna slå in och rulla in.
Då löser vi upp det i alla fall.
Känns som med clearingen att den spinner av, då blir det bara kort skjutning för 0 där.
Tror du det? Ja.
See Rasmus come up and have a look.
Den skulle kunna spinna
skip
av, men det
himself.
känns som att våran ligger kvar bakom garden.
Put Sweden into the World Junior Final in 2012. At only 17 years of age. The newest recruitment of Edin, but now played a few years with him. A lot more comfortable in the team now than at the very start, where he was maybe not pitching in so much. Now that works out really well, and that's exactly the shot that Rasmus wanted to play. Reads the angles well.
Yeah, it's always good as a player when you say to your skip, I want to play this, and it's your choice, that you actually make it. Great shot.
Pil! Okay.
Run double. Marcus did play that World Juniors in 2012, actually. Lost to Rasmus in the semi-final. Can't quite follow up. Makes one go away.
Tror vi här då.
Ja, det var låga 13.
Ja, de hade 12-9 på den här. Okay. Ja. Som de höll igång en del på.
Yes, jag tänker nog ändå
ja.
låga 13.
Ja.
Was brought into the team when Christian Lindström struggled with a shoulder injury and had to take time off.
Grippa, gå ganska rakt. Wow. 10. Det var bite 10. Mycket bra.
So it's quite a simplified end now for Sweden with last stone. Just split the house, lie 2.
Well, we got that set up and Sweden got the angles in their favor, waited for the opportunity to play a big weight
Bra
shot,
fart.
made it perfect.
1-5. Ja, hold den i gang. 9-5.
Left him lying too, and Norway now chasing.
Japp, 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 japp. Bra.
Her røyk jakka.
Ryker jakka.
OK.
10 an.
Ja.
Jacket coming off for Marcus Høiberg.
10 an.
You do get pretty warm when you
10 an.
sweep enough.
En. Japp. Wow, wow, wow. Japp.
And it's not too cold out in the arena here.
Lite likt. Kom her. Perfekt. Bra. 10-2. Den trykte knappt til sargen.
Fredrik Lindberg
På linje.
also played second for
Eventuelt hit.
Edin. Won the World Championships together.
Her er det dit. Samme
Now
fart.
coaching. Equal benefit and drawback to be so close, or only benefits?
I think it's mainly benefits when you've played together, so you spend a lot of time traveling and living together.
OK. Vi kan dra.
Thomas Løvold
Eller gillar du Kjappen?
also played
Kjappen ligger
bit
grymt
with,
också. Det är ingen
Ulcerud.
större skillnad, men det är inte så lätt kanske.
and Valstad as
Rullar
well.
man dit så är den ganska naturlig.
Actually played with
Jeg skulle satt den så ille.
all members of the team except the lead
Råkar komma
at
djupt
some
för
point,
en dubbel
and
också.
was
Ja, det är det.
Ulcerud's
Kör, kör.
alternate at the 2010 Olympics that we mentioned.
10 igen eller?
Now the national coach
Lite solidare i sliden.
for Norway.
Vad gillar du för is här? Ser bra ut. Ja.
Jag håller en kvast nere.
Thought about drawing here, Sweden.
Kom on. Ligger bra. Ja.
Felt like the hit was a bit easier.
Wow, wow. Rent. Rent. Ja, ja. Ja. Det är rätt.
Really perfect. Stays wide. Norway's going to have to make a hit and roll here.
Tyckte den högg till där uppe i loggan där. Fan, nu får jag skada. Den LGT. Ja, där är det. Okej.
Tror jeg spiller vann. Jeg prøver å spille litt på solid-sida, tror jeg fremdeles. Ikke vi... 10,5-11 blank, liksom ikke
So
noe...
Thomas really has to get this inside row here. Put a wee bit of pressure onto Nicholas. And not make it an easy two for him.
Håll en gång. 11. Japp. 11. Japp. Japp, japp, japp. Hårt! Hårt! Harre! Hårt! Hårt! Harre! Hårt! Hårt!
Just over curls. And if those two guys can't hold it for him, nobody can.
Bra, her kjenner jeg myk i slippet. Ja, bra.
It's a new generation of curlers here.
Pass på å bare sette den. Jeg vil for mye nå. Det er jo curl her. Liksom jeg nesten så jeg er mykere nå. For å få curl, det trenger jeg jo ikke. Ja, ikke sant? Det er sånn der å begynne point.
10-0.
Ja. Det ser jeg at det tappar 3-10 eller ungefär.
Det känns som att det är 10-0 nästan blir en 10,5.
Ja. Jag ska undvika att vicka mitt bakom garden, men vicka långt är ganska bra det också. Bara vicka en sten också. Vad sa du, vilken tappar du?
Ja, 3-10 och leda en halv sekund. Ja.
Bra fart! 10-0! Håll igång! Japp! 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 Wow! Wow!
Looking for the hit and stick.
Japp! Japp!
Doesn't want to leave a double here for Norway.
Kom inte dit!
Bra. Altså,
Bra!
Does not leave a double, at least not an easy one.
bra. Kant til kant!
95!
Do you hit the wing one and roll over on top, or do you hit the shot and try and get in behind?
Både jeg og Oskar spilt 2 hver ut på det, så jeg tror liksom isen skal være tålbar.
Really, there's only 2 options here.
Jeg bare det blir åpen drag for den, men...
Ja, nei, men du kan jo
Nei, vi kan godt spille her, Steffen. Da spiller vi inn der med en 8 eller noe sånt, da.
Ja.
Det er rett der, så jeg liker kølla her.
Ja, så må du flørte så fryktelig med den centergarden, skal røre rullen, ikke sant? 8 her da, i freshen her, og så prøve å gjøre den. Gjør 2 av 10, ruller perfekt. Ja.
I thought about playing the shot stone. I couldn't see all of it. Didn't want to flirt with the guard, knowing you'd have to make a roll here to not concede the 2. So a little bit of a safer call, playing the winger. Still possible to make a good roll in behind cover. I will roll too far again.
Er det noen av dere som har nåla seg? Den 8 til Steffen kan bare få vekk med en gang. Jeg får bare ha dritsen her.
Her, 85! Ja! 85!
13-5 skal være lunge. 13-5 skal være bra.
Sweden pretty happy with the game so far. Forced Norway to 1 in the first. Here they get to draw for 2. Should be pretty automatic for Niklas Edin.
Yep, the bread and butter shot. Loves to play.
Just hit the paint. Sundgren just keeping this one clean, and this will end up on the side of the forfeit for 2. Gets a nice applause from the home fans here. Sweden with a better start of the 2 sides. 2-1 after 2.
Jag är lite safe setting, men det var inte mycket kul. Stanna här nu liksom. 3,5 kanske? Ja. Ja.
Ja, vi bare.
Ja, hva som ikke er kølla da, en vanlig her.
Jeg er ikke sikker det er noe, men jeg tror det første til Steffen, jeg tror han har dobbeltkompensert. Han har satt dem strengt begge to, men det har ikke vært i nærheten av kølla da. Så 8'eren min her nå, den kølla er vilt mye mer enn vanligtekken din. Men riktig nok er det helt ute på kant 12 da.
Ja. Jeg tror jeg skal ha samme is foreløpig.
Ja.
Här. Ja, håller med. Lite tight. Bra fart. Lite tight.
Lite tight, ja.
Det er bra fart.
Bra fart. Helt okej linje.
Jag la väl lite grann.
Nej. Det är sant. Fint. Bra. Håll i.
Sweden leading Norway 2-1
Mindre finish i den.
here in the Olympia rink, Helsingborg, Sweden.
Ligger bra. Ligger bra.
3, 2,5.
Bra fart.
We saw Norway throw the center guard in the second end. Sweden came around. And they were able to score their 2 that way. Norway with a different approach. Don't throw the corner guard. So 2 different game plans here.
Satt ut den lite.
Linjen är okej, den är lite vid om något.
Okej.
12.
Gärna gå. Kom igen,
8,
okej.
nästan.
Ogge.
Helt okej linje, fortfarande Oskar.
8. Nej.
Fortfarande Oskar.
Oskar.
8. Bajs.
Kommer mycket nu.
Fortfarande Oskar. Japp. Ända ner bara i 4 nu. Snyggt. Mycket bra. Bra snack.
Speaking of neighbourly battles, quite a few out there this evening. Scotland taking on England. We don't see that very often, Rona.
We do not. First end was blank, second end, Ross Patterson with a nose hit. Potentially for definitely 2, but pretty close for third shot. Makes it no problem. So they'll have a look to see, but it's only a 2. So Scotland take the lead.
Gillar ni den korta? Ja. Gillar du normalt så eller 8? Det har gått ganska rakt här ute. Jag är inte säker här inne men.
Jag tror jag spelar en 8.
Ja. Gillar du så? Klappen är okej. 2% utsida. Det är bra. Ja, okej fart. Nej. Ingenting. Bra spel, sorry. Bra.
Let's make the run back here.
Har du insida?
Vittligt! 3 samtidigt!
Backen! Hack!
Lös hack!
Skria, lös hack! Skria!
Just an easy hack weight here. Trying to get to the inside and roll behind the guard.
Backen! Ja! Red! Backen! Var med!
Var backline!
Var med!
Var
Var
backline!
med! Ja! Hard! Helt in! Hard! Bra där. Spel.
Pretty good. Didn't punch the red one far enough to live shot, but gets the shooter in behind cover. As we see elsewhere, Denmark tied with Italy, 2 each. Netherlands with a 3-point lead on Russia. And Switzerland leading Germany 2-1.
Det är vilket du känner för. Marginalen är att klippa cornern ändå. Ja. Rent! Wow! Håll i!
Ja. Fint.
Already at the hog line, Hedin saying, well played.
Sweeper stand back, it's okay, it's perfect. The Swedish team seem to just be playing with that air of confidence tonight.
Well, 6 straight wins, and then you
You
play your neighbours in Norway.
Hold i gang, linje bra! 4, hold i gang! Hold i gang!
Feeling extra pumped up for that game. Wanting to stay perfect and not wanting to lose to your friends in the West. Hedin has actually won 6 straight games against Norway at international competition.
De har ju den där, men det är risker för dem att gå på.
Gå ner lite längre då.
Ska dra något sånt här uppe också.
Haven't lost to Norway since,
Försöka dra runt där.
or had the Europeans rather, have won 6 times in a row, haven't lost since 2015.
Okej. Skulle gissa han skjuter kanske, men han försöker sticka den och få dubbel, men ja. Lägger den där någonstans. Halvgömd är bra också. Ja.
Nej, jag hade inte rätt.
Skulle gissa på att det är en 13,5 höger.
Ja, lite spinn, men inte så mycket framåt. Tror den är rätt lugnt. Hänger lite.
Känns rätt bra. Känns där.
Nu börjar den köla, men fortfarande
4.
Är med och dra den istället. Vi kan nästan komma hit. Ja. Vi har lite
Trying to get this round top tee.
Ja, fortsätt båda. Båda hårt. Kom igen, kom igen, kom igen. Kör. Bra, bra där.
Yeah, really nicely played. Making things very difficult for Norway. Norway just chasing the end. They're not getting a chance to build up behind their corner or get anything going.
Good shot. Runs it back.
It is buried and lies for second shot. So potentially very useful. Actually unlucky not to clip that back win as well.
Precis utanför Chapp och ta ett halvträff på gul, va? Ja.
Chapp gör den.
Din här gick rätt så rakt, va?
So you can't run this directly on the nose of the yellow. You'll just jam on your back red. So I think they're just running this one straight back just to clip the yellow.
Yep.
Just get that yellow rock out of there. The little tight on the brush here from Eriksson. Well, we'll get it another way. Works out for Sweden.
Yeah, he actually caught the yellow first.
Bit of a bonus almost. Sundgren with some good footwork.
Yeah, I need to be good at hurdles.
Does open it up to use the corner guard here for Norway. Albeit quite late in the end.
You just need one good one behind it.
Misses the line call there.
Finns en del kvar här. Skulle du vicka inåt lite så kan ändå göra en dubbel.
That's something we haven't really seen Sweden do so far in the game. Been pretty accurate with their communication. Those head and rolls seems to be pretty on point so far this evening. Just gelling so well. Of course, played together for a long time and had lots of success. And quite keen to win gold here on home soil.
Greppa! Japp! Den skulle vicka lite mer neråt. Liksom så det
did win at home in 2012 when the Europeans were hosted in
kom bra I slutet ändå.
In Karlstad, and that's where the team live and practice when they're not on the road.
2/3 den tjukk alltså, Thomas. Ja. Jag går lite extra in. Ja.
These guys spend so much time on the road throughout the season. A lot of time away from home.
Jag går lite extra in faktiskt då.
Not too far away from home this time though, only 5-hour drive south. Not too bad.
I suppose it's a drive for them rather than 3 flights. So,
no visa requirements.
No.
Attempting the double here, Norway. Over curls. Said that a few times about Thomas this evening. Hasn't been missing on the wide side yet. Maybe trusting his sweepers a bit too much.
Friendly banter. with Oscar when he came through the head.
Ja, nå, ikke sant? Da blir det bare...
Treffer den toeren her, da.
Känns lite hårdare.
Mål! Rent!
Klokka 9.
Ja. Rent. Bra. Ha rent.
9,5. Bra. Smal halv. Ja.
Do you play the double and roll out for the blank?
9,65.
I've seen crazier calls.
Yeah, I suppose Thomas is probably quite happy just to take his one and level the scoreboard. They just never managed to get anything going at this end.
It would be a pretty risky call.
It would. They don't want to lose anything else against the head. It's not a do or die situation they're in. They're only one down.
Nose hit for the single. Tie the game up here. Sounds like it's okay. Right on the beak, and 1 point for Norway. This game is tied through 3 ends of play.
Faen, vi hadde litt på gang der. Det er litt fint å stille på.
De har
Det
jævlig
er noen
dårlig
sånne...
søvn.
Det er egentlig det du har søkt på når du spiller ut. Det er liksom...
Lite på den her stedet til å slippe.
Ja, nå er jeg hviten igjen. Nå er jeg greit. Nå er jeg hviten. Nå er jeg greit.
Ligger bra! Samme spor som på Hammer!
5-6. Bra
Her ligger bra. 5-6 er bra. Hold den i gang. Køler bra nå. Køler bra nå. 13-7, men jeg tror vi skal holde den i gang likevel, det. Bra, Magnus.
Spill.
Ja.
Here we go again. Sweden, Norway.
Linjen er fin.
It is Sweden to have
Den er kalla.
the better of this game so far. 2 forces on the board and scoring 2 with hammer.
Ta den lite längre
So
ner med den här
essentially they've flipped that hammer. And it's like we start a new game with 7 ends, and now Sweden went last stone.
So now put up the corner.
2,5. Ligger fint. Ført. Lik linje.
2,5.
Linja er identisk.
3.
Ja, gå da.
Biter.
Gå da.
Tror hun setter seg 3, men den er biter.
Hvis du kan, Steffen. Ikke inn, men hvis du kan. Nei, Blir bra det.
Känns som en lite hård kanske.
Lite vid. Låg 11.
Var med.
Okej, fart. Rent.
Var med.
Japp. Rent.
Ren.
Ja. Kan köra nu. Det var ganska långt ut.
Bra.
Nice controlled weight. Rolls the ring.
Mycket bra.
Means that Norway can't come around the guard. They need to chase this.
Vanlig, fint hørt. Ja. Her, Steffen. Her for å bli liggende.
Stefan Wallstad's been used to skipping, so it's a new part of the game for him as well, judging and sweeping.
Did do that for many years though, as a junior.
Litt tight for det.
He really started skipping around
Rett med det, ja, bare litt på innsida.
Jeg tror ikke Stein er rett.
6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Get a bit out of the way of it. Takes me a while to get back in the swing of it.
For sure.
Jag kan tänka mig att slå den där.
Like how they've got their names on their trousers in case they get them mixed up, forget whose is whose.
You'll be surprised.
Lite plats just nu.
Rätt så mycket giv, gubbar. Rätt så mycket giv.
Ja, lite utlag. Behöver gärna... Tal. Oskar in. Behöver curla.
Lugna.
Behöver curla. När du kan.
Ja, det är bara gå. Det är bara gå.
Just trying to come around this corner.
Det är bara gå. Fortsätt hela vägen.
Yeah, really nice, good weight.
Håll i.
Rønna og rulle inn. Prøv å dømme, skli inn mot midten. Ja. Gå sånn, og så hold lavt.
Not the greatest
Den
result.
bajsar, men jag gillar runda här ändå.
No,
Takes off the corner, but
leaves another one.
leaves a pretty good corner on the other side.
Yeah, especially to say, well, okay, you've got one in that wing. I'll give you a corner for the other side.
Yeah.
He did nick his own into play, into the house, but
Marcus, of course, playing a new position this year as well, moving down to second.
Den är bra.
Can't remember him really playing second ever. It would have been a third or a skip, so probably a bit new to him as well.
Bra linje. Bara fart.
Did play lead at a very young age.
Klippa går.
2007 played lead as a very young boy in Evelyn at the World Juniors.
Mycket bra.
so again, very early on, Nicholas Sedin's looking good for his two. Just a simple way of
Jeg tror det er i nærheten på vanlig.
setting up the end for your two. Pretty good numbers for Stefan
Whoa.
for the tournament.
Oh, but what do we have here, Rona?
A hogged stone, flashing red lights, which means he didn't release it before the hog line. He says that was a bit silly.
Yeah, it's
Something wrong with the handle.
quite unnecessary.
Thomas, must be something wrong with the handle. I double touched it.
Eller, så bara kliv
Yeah,
över den.
just
Yep, he had let it go, but double touched, so can't do
Det är
that.
svårt att komma ur det här tvåa tempot, men...
You can double touch before the sensor, but not after.
Vad du känner för? Ska vi spela
The
mer fart så kan man
lingering
inte
finger.
vika in i bord.
And not the best time to do it when you're facing two.
No.
Är nog lite inne på cleararen. Okej, kör det. Tjock halv räcker.
Sweden
Kan de frysa där eller tror de
Staying
vågar
pretty,
det? Ja, fast den
conservative
är ändå
here.
skotte då. Okej. Svårt att bli skotte för dem också. Okej, vi clearar dem, gillar det. Gör på det.
could come in and lie 3, but they know that this is the danger rock for them.
Yeah, it's the only one that could cause them any problems right now.
Japp.
So clear the center and
En.
figure how the end is set up. They'll score their 2 and be quite happy with it.
Ja, en tuff dubbel.
Tough double, I think so.
You speak Swedish, Rona?
Ingenting.
Yeah, did you like that interpretation?
Jeg må prøve å bygge det bortover hit, i hvert
I'm
fall.
getting better.
Vanlig.
Bit of the cheeky banter we expect between these two guys. Let's hope for some green lights here this time. There we go. We just need to try and hit and roll over, try and gather these stones. That doesn't really roll far enough, so Sweden can just roll right back to the same spot.
Yep, keep that separation between them.
Sorry, Thomas. Ja, greit det.
Håll igång! Okej, japp! Hårt! Järnet! Hårt!
Well, Sweden's making job a little bit easier for Norway here.
Men den kommer fram väldigt liksom lite effekt.
Unfortunately, the higher stone's the one that's buried.
Bra. Ja, 10-2, men kändes så.
Der og 15 da. Kjapp ikke krise.
Even if Norway can get the hit and roll over, half behind that one.
Prøve rullen. Marginalen jo kjapp. Ikke rulle ut, I hvert fall fått klumpa dem litt da. Jeg prøver med 15 der.
He's saying the tolerance here is to play the nose hit. Then if Sweden doesn't roll far enough away, it might leave a double for them. Just building it up a bit higher on the house, but they are trying to roll in behind the corner.
10, bra fart! Bare rent! Rent, japp!
I feel like when you say tolerance is nose hit, that's often where you end up with. And that is what they'll get.
Fin fart, 10-6.
Hva tenker på etterpå? Nå må vi jo da, for nå slipper vi jo en toer. Men vi har vært litt for feigete, vi har slippt noen billige toere. Jeg vet ikke, sånn som nå på den din da, om vi liksom den garden igjen.
Thomas questioning some of the calls they've been making so far in the game. They've been a bit too defensive. They need to force the issue a bit more. Feeling the deuces they're giving up has just come a bit too easy for Sweden. This end is not over yet though. 86% for the week for Niklas Edin.
Very consistent numbers for a skip.
And we'll get the hit and roll away, so no double once again. And Norway will just have to concede a 2 here. We'll still try and roll. Worth a go. Go hard for the roll. Get half buried. It'll be a bit tougher for Sweden to score there too. If you roll out, well. I think a draw to the house for an open hit. So it's about the same for Niklas.
Rent! 9! Japp! Japp! 9! Hard!
What can they do here? Hit and roll. That's a pretty good try. That did not have to curls a hair less, and that roll is pretty perfect.
Yeah, so close to being perfect. But now a fairly straightforward way for getting your 2. Fully in the 12 foot.
Lite mer I sättningen, det borde vara bra den här. Känns bra.
Last on fourth end for Team Sweden. Tied game, about to score their second deuce and take a 2-point lead. Just feels like it's been an ordinary day at the office for Sweden so far. No heroics, just doing the simple things really well. And now they will lead this game 4-2 on Norway.
Rolly kommer. Såna jävla handsktrekanter överallt.
Topp 4. 4. Topp 4. Linjen är bra.
Lite avståndande. 97 också.
Nära. Bra linje, kan hålla igång. Lite vid om något, men det är en bra linje.
Bra ut.
Ja, det är bra linje. Den kommer kalla upp, det är bra linje. Perfekt linje.
Halva 4, full 4.
Sweden's Kristoffer Sundgren puts this first stone right on top of the button. Norway now chasing down by 2. Here, just joining us, we're in Helsingborg, Sweden, for the Gruyère AOP European Curling Championships 2019. I'm Sander Olvag, joined by Rona Howie. Sweden's looking pretty solid.
They certainly are. They've come out the blocks firing tonight. Really dominant. They mean business. Played a very clinical game. Nothing too complicated. Set up their twos really well.
Yeah, pretty textbook so far.
Oskar, om du kan i så fall. Ja, det är bra. Det är fint. Kändes som det var gränsfall om vi skulle få in hela. Jag har ingen större skillnad.
Det blir centerspel så fort att spela in det.
Ja.
Du har i och för sig en käppe på den nu, va? Ja, utanför.
Hvis det är in så slår oss.
Ge mig out.
But Norway just get into trouble here because Kristoffer Sundgren is setting up the end so well. The stone positioning is excellent.
Ren! Ren! Ligger bra! Ren! Ja! Hård! Ren! Wow! 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 Nära! Japp! Japp! Bra spel!
So a really nice double. Norway have 2 guards that they can use.
Det måste vara helium ändå. Det. Lite vid kanske, men helt okej. Okej, fart.
Bra fart.
Gärna curla, gubbar. Kan vänta. Gärna curla. Ja. Den är
bra linje, bra linje.
Det är bra linje, det är bra linje. Bra fart också, full 4 topplock. Oskars, nej, den behöver curla lite. I alla fall perfekt 4 behöver den curla. Vänta så länge du kan. Topplock. Ja, den är ganska jämn. Det är bra. Fint. 13-6. Jag kan minska isen lite på dig, Ralle.
Vi skjuter! Dödfrys!
So going for the dead freeze.
Fem! Linje bra! 6! Ja, det är bara linje. Håll igång! Linje bra! 7! Wow! Det är mycket längre ut! 8! Wow! 9! Aj.
Aye. Does that mean it's heavy?
Thanks so, Rona. Thanks so.
Försiktigt.
Want to keep this around at least, which they do. So you never know, that might come back into play. Norway with last stone.
Känns lättare att spela också än att göra den där, tycker jag. Ja. Hamnar man där så är det inget fantastiskt. Om de bara trycker ner den här lite då så ligger ingen vidare. Ja, försök lobba in den då. Samma. Det eller sätta den och försöka gå in i bot liksom. Försöka ta 0 eller 2. Lite jobbigt om man tar lite tjockt och bara petar in den. Ja. Eilad, bra där. Ja. Minska 5 center då, Ralle.
Spela meter bortlag.
Looking at a few options there, either freezing the back one, peeling the guards, coming back to the first call, which is just coming on top of their own again.
Does Norway have that run back on their own guard? So at least if Sweden put another one round, it makes it more difficult for Norway. You couldn't place that any better.
No.
Så nå så hjelper ikke det. Sitter den og den. Vi må ha på en til her. For å få noe vinkel, tror jeg. Før vi begynner å skyte.
Thomas, de kommer til å garde etterpå.
Well, Denmark is playing Italy. Italy with a really good run so far this week. Joel Retornaz with the last stone here.
Trying to lift. Oh, I just caught the wrong one first.
I think he got away with it. He did.
Yeah, he just got a good bounce in for one.
And a 3-2 game for Italy. They're sitting at 4-2 as well as Scotland and Switzerland. I would love for that yellow to hang on here, Norway, but just rolls out. And the situation is more or less the same as it was 2 rocks ago.
Samma eller? Ja.
Det är bara samma eller runda ner i bakan.
Halva fyrfoten!
14-0 på rallet, sen håller vi igång 94. Ja, det var där jag hade lite mindre
I
kanske.
just feel you want that Norway's going to make one of these big shots. And the momentum could swing a wee bit in their favour. They're just making half shots.
Linjen ser bra ut.
Bra.
Troning.
Bra.
Bra linje.
Topp 4.
Något. Nej, den är vid, den är vid, den är vid.
Känns 4.
Bra, topp 4.
8-4.
Kommer nu. Bra linje. Bra linje. Över Köla.
Gick kort.
Köla. Ja, Köla, drar nu så blir det bra.
Slightly tougher for Eriksson coming around here. Coming off the lefty hack. It's a bit of a different look at it, but puts it right on top again. As we look at Switzerland, Germany.
Tough shot here for Mark Skatovic. Switzerland lying one right on the button, and there is no way into it. Germany having to come off their own stone. Try and wick it in. Just need to catch the edge of it. Oh, they do, but not enough. So it's a steal of 1 for Switzerland.
So it's just 2 up on Germany after 4 ends of play. Big game there as Germany sitting at 3 wins, Switzerland at 4. It's a lot closer in the men's round robin than in the women's. Norway just running the guards straight past the Reds. Just the worst result for them. Didn't remove any of the red stones in the house and left the shooter a guard. So Sweden with a chance to tighten the screw here.
Bra linje, kan ta det lite lugnt dock. Hänger. 5 cent över linan optimalt. Nu kommer den.
Yeah, because the 2 reds in the house are virtually frozen. It's really hard to remove them both with the race.
Rent. Perfekt. Mycket bra.
95, nej 90-85! Okej. Japp! Oh! Rent! Oh! Bra.
Nice double peel.
Opens things up.
Mitt för optimalt, men marginal lite den sidan.
Hellre att han får slå här menar du?
Ja, då går den här rätt ner hit bara.
Jag hade 0, tror jag. Niklas behöver 0 också.
Ja, nibbla linan.
Lite närmare nu. Haken mitt framför toppsten. Ja, precis. Niklas Rena brukar flytta på någon meter längre än Odyssey har.
Det känns som att hellre visa lite av centerlinans sidan.
Ja.
För då går den bara rätt ner mot våran. Om man inte tar tunt, men då får han inte ut den ändå.
Ja, exakt. Helt okej spår där.
Touchlinan nästa.
Ja, mitt för optimalt. Men ska vi täcka något så är det lite high side.
Ja.
Haken är bra.
Ja.
Ta det lite lugnt, det är nog lite gränsfall lång.
Ja, haken nära!
Okej, linje.
Drawing a guard.
Hake!
Bara rent.
Hänger lite, vänta.
Linjen kommer bra.
Ja, linjen kommer nu.
Bra linje, bara rent.
You want to cover center line side.
Bajta linan, det är bra, det är bra.
Fint.
Mycket bra.
Slide ut
Perfect.
lite hårt så den är ganska mjuk.
Ja, så.
Jag la den lite utåt istället. Så.
Oh,
Nice.
Mr.
Lite hårt. Bara
Oshie doesn't have much left here.
Sprekker han her, og han sjette. Så vet jeg ikke hvordan det scorer i det hele tatt.
Nei, men sånn som det er nå, vi må satse på at det er curler da, komme med å sitte litt skrått her.
Ja, altså nesten tør å spille så tight at hvis du skulle røbbe i garden og rulle inn, så må han i hvert fall garde mot.
Med myk hack backline og satse på å bue der.
Ja.
Jeg tror
Det
det.
er mulig at den fortsatt sitter to. Jeg tror vi må runde at
Ja. Må nesten ha myk hack nok til å dytte den bakerste ut av 4 fot. Det er det beste vi kan få til. Ja. Tror vi må prøve det. Jeg ser ikke noe annet spill. Det er null vinkel. Ja, men rønnen det er ingenting. Det er
Plass, da.
Hæ?
Ja, men du får litt plass på siste eventuelt, da.
Ja, må
Hva gjør
vi
vi nå, da?
spille den her med hack bakkant.
Ok.
Eventuelt tight på garden, går i garden ellers.
Hack weight, just trying to tap one back.
Yeah, I don't think there's very much else to do than try to just rattle these reds about and find a bit of room to score with the last one. You could run the guard back. The angles aren't great either way.
En, høyt. Løs høyt. Are. Løs høyt.
Japp!
Hard!
Hard!
Good sweep here. Will be on the guard by quite a bit here. And that will potentially choke off the draw. No, should be enough room between those yellows to come to the button.
Träffa den sidan för att hon ska missa den här. Okej, så man stickar den där. Tror du den? Ja, den är garanterat ner på den här. Okej, så en nära gard då. Ja. Helland, skjuter röd. Ja, nästan samma som sist. Det finns nog inget slag för 2. Även om jag inte gardar den så finns det inget slag för 2. Det är frågan. Det går ju att dra hit också, men ja, då kanske det går om du hamnar här. Ja, men jag gillar garden. Ja, det känns som den dragningen han har för att tappa 1 ändå. Eller den då. Men... Exakt samma gard då. Ja. Samma is är bra. Där tror jag det var.
Alltså curlar vi över lite så har vi minst en sturen, känns som.
Ja. Jag tror inte det finns något slag för 2 som det ligger.
Nej, jag tror inte det heller.
Men vi lägger garden ändå för det känns som hans rimligaste dragning för att tappa 1 ändå.
Ja.
You just need to replace that guard.
Exakt samma.
Exakt samma.
I think they're saying the easiest shot to cut Sweden down to 1 is basically this turn. The out turn come across the red stones on the center line. So off on the guard, I'll take that away. And Norway might have to play a pretty wide draw
Bara rent så är den bra. Bara
or
rent
run
så är
the
den
guard
bra.
in to try and just lose the single.
Räcker där. Räcker där.
I think it'd be hard to find a way to score.
Bra så.
Probably find the side button with the draw through the port on the right hand side, but really, really tough.
Dra hit, til stedet for 2. Jeg stod og så på det. Jeg tror den tar med den uansett.
Vi kan prøve det. Det har vært et forsøk. Denne dragningen er ikke noe lett.
Jeg tror kanskje, hvis du liksom typ spiller sånn, så kanskje en dregger akkurat forbi.
85 liksom da.
Men det er liksom avhengig av treffet på den eneren.
Nei, det er spillet.
Jeg liker rekord bedre enn den dragningen. Jeg tror du treffer vår uansett.
Quite demoralizing when you're playing the last stone and facing
75, 80.
2 and you're 2 down
Ja.
and you've not really got a straightforward shot.
Tør ikke å spille med mer enn ikke fart da, Steffen.
Men hvis du skal få ut den, så må du
8.
spille da.
8.
Ja. 8 prøver planken der.
Two problems here with how those reds are lying.
Prøv noe sånt da.
Pretty frozen, so the first one's not going that easy, and the second one is going right on back to the yellow. They're hoping there's enough drag
Det morsomme
for
med
the
den
shots don't drag
dragningen der,
far enough left to
side der, hvor
not
det
hit the
henger.
back hill, but I don't think there's going to be that much drag in these rocks. There's even a bit of space between them.
Yeah, small space.
There's more drag back in their home club. Bigger striking bands. So when two rocks are close together like that, the second rock kind of pulls a bit the way the first rock wants to go. If they can cut Sweden down from 2 points to 1, they'll take it here, I think. Norway runs it back, but doesn't drag enough and just straight jams on the back one. And
At least he stayed for second shot.
I was going to say a steal of 2, but yeah, stays for second shot on the winger there. They'll take it.
What a great effort.
Many things happen here. Runs the yellow back, catches it thin enough to kill the top red. The second one will jam, but so does the yellow on the sides because there was a nibbler up front. So 5-2, Sweden will lead Norway.
4-5. Tidig ledning.
Men prøv å finne noe bra par, for det der, den der åtteren vi har ikke gjort et slag med den hittil. Finne ut hvem som skal spille med den. Nei, den åtteren har ikke gjort et slag, jeg har ikke treffet en stein med den.
Second end. Niklas Edin with a draw to score 2. Will make it no problem. Textbook so far for the Swedes, getting the force and scoring a 2 back in the third. Still textbook for Sweden as they leave nothing but a nose hit to score the single for Thomas Ulsrud of Norway. The shot is made, so tied game, and the hammer is flipped for Sweden to use in the fourth. Again, setting up for a score of 2. Just having to draw the open house. And again, just nursing this one in for a second deuce of the game. And with that steal in 5, it's a 5-2 game for Sweden. And elsewhere, Scotland with a 2-point lead on England. Italy leading Denmark 3-2. Netherlands with a 4-1 game over Russia. Also Switzerland leading Germany 3-1.
Svårt läge där.
Ja, det är faktiskt också. Det är ju rätt trög fart den här matchen. Ja. Så det är inte så lätt spelat, men det är låga 14 på dragningar.
14-0 på din där.
På båda. Den lösaste var 14-4. Det var Oskars.
Annars är det bara att fortsätta för att det krävs ju inte så mycket. Som du säger, det krävs en miss så kommer man tillbaka i matchen. Så fortsätta ös på det sättet som jag har gjort så är det lugnt.
Ja, 2-1 bättre då är det absolut match. Det är mycket kvar att spela.
Ja, fortsätta.
Det är bara vi. Kanske kan höja liksom lite grann till oss.
Ja, vad har vi blivit eniga om?
Ja, det är samma som Italien mot dere.
Samma som Italien som dere, etter 5.
Ja. Så
det ser ikke så gærent ut.
Ja, det ser ikke så gærent ut.
Nei, vi må bare begynne å sette flere norske steiner i spill og sette litt press på dem.
Ja.
Hittil har det vært en fravær av det.
Så er det ikke jul helt enda.
Verre er det jo egentlig ikke.
Men hva med hvem spiller åtteren? Hittil har ikke den truffet en eneste oppgave.
Er det åtterens skyld?
Ja, nei, men okay. Den har i hvert fall fravær av treff, da. Om det er forskjellige spillere som har prøvd den hver gang.
Alle steinene, ja.
Look at those numbers for Sweden. 98% to Norway's 71, and you know what? I think that is that 71% for Norway is simply because Sweden's playing so well, forcing errors. Norway hasn't played a bad game at all, but Sweden just really clinical so far. Not taking too many chances, just playing textbook, and it's working. 5-2 the game after 5.
Dryg meter. Ja, lite grann, ja. Hårt! In är det lugnt. Ronny kommer.
Vem då? Vem skårar Sverige-matchen?
Det var inte fan så risk för det också.
Bra vinkel på Oskars första träffen i boet.
Lite utsida. Nej. Så att den tar tunnare på första emot.
Bajta lock på den här.
Det här känns inte där som något. Känns, topp 8.
Linjen är riktigt bra.
Topp 8.
Riktigt bra, köla nu, köla nu.
Det är så långt det går.
The teams are back onto the ice for the sixth end. They've had their halftime break. We're here in Helsingborg, Sweden, for the Gruyère AOP European Curling Championships 2019. I'm Sander Olvang, joined by Rona Howie, taking a look at that scoreline, 5-2 for Sweden. We saw the stats at halftime, 98% for the Swedes, and I'm not sure if that's home bias. I think they've just made every shot.
They have. I don't actually know where they lost to 2%, to be fair. Their stone placement has just been phenomenal.
Well, it's been tough for Norway. They haven't played a bad game, but
they haven't. It's just a couple of half shots here and there, and they've got into trouble because Sweden have just jumped on it straight away. And
definitely not giving a lot of chances by Sweden. 100% for Kristoffer Sundgren.
Chans 10.
Ja, lite plats.
Chans 10.
Kommer fint. Ja, fortfarande plats. Topp 4, topplock. Ralle. Topplock. Ja, dra in den. Få lite avstånd också. Inget på den sen, eller? Vilken bounce det blev. Ja, bra spel.
Tap up by Sundgren.
I think it's the first time he's not had them in a straight line.
Let's see if he's docked the percentage for that.
But this is where Norway need to get the cover up, try and get some pressure on to Sweden. They just seem to have been chasing every end, Norway.
Oh, throwing up the traditional two corner guards, one on each side. Perfectly level, no double on them. 93% for Logberg. He's played really well. Hasn't made any mistakes. Made some really good freezes, but of course, Brano to follow at 95.
Okej, fart. Känns lite vid.
Okej, bra fart.
Och...
Done a really good job at either setting up the ends or just blasting everything open for Sweden.
Lite kort.
Räcker det. Kom lite ut i frosten här, kändes som jag fick lite... Kana liksom lite...
Pröva här! Liker du gå in i huset?
A chance now. Could Norway come round and tap that back and get a roll behind their corner?
Vi liker det väldigt gott. Okej. Ja, men den är rätt lite bort.
Yep. Just like that.
Vanta! Liker du det?
Nej, sikkert vitsen.
Liker du den ta den bak der bedre?
Nei, nå blir det jo... Ja, jeg vet ikke.
Ja, men la oss snakke om det, ikke sånn du sitter usikker.
Jag tror det är curler!
Ja, jeg tror det er bra.
Er det den stedet liker?
Nei, men det er ikke sånn.
The lead asking Marcus, you like this shot? And he says, not really. But they're not going to have a discussion about it.
Not really the best mindset to be in before you play the shot.
No.
Saying not really, I don't fancy it. But he has played it.
Pretty well.
Okay, that's okay, he said. I quite like that shot now.
Tar du tunn halv så kan man vicka in i egen och nästan stanna helium. Jag spelar bara på vicken i första.
Maybe just a bit deflated.
Yes.
It's hard when you're not playing that bad a game, but your opposition is just not giving you a break at all. You feel as though your back's against the wall, whatever you do, they're doing better.
Seems to have been a bit of a problem for this Norwegian team before. Just coming off a bit flat. Just lacking a bit of energy. You can see Sweden constantly communicating a lot and being quite animated at times and loud. Norway seem just a little bit emotionless at times, and
you just feel they need one really big shot just to lift them and get them back in the game.
Gillar du sarg och försöka komma köp eller en cent i insida? Ja, sargfart.
Sarg, vad kan det vara? Typ höga 11?
Spela 11.25 man på första. Jag vet inte om man hade samma fart. Jag tror de försökte spela.
Höga 11 tror jag.
Taking a look over Denmark, Italy. The Italians sitting 3.
Yep, Mikael Kraus just going for the nose hit.
Lite dryg sarg.
Just hangs on in time. It's a score of 1 for Denmark.
Yeah, tied game. Denmark making it up to the A group through the B group last year. Sitting at 2 wins. Another win here might more or less clinch a spot in the A group for next year, and potentially a spot at the World Championships.
Yeah, indeed. Big incentive. If Scotland are in the top 7 in ranking, then each will go to the World Championships. That's in Glasgow.
Thomas a bit baffled, saying Valstad's head turns aren't curling at all today. Scratching his head a bit.
Den känns mer naturlig för att komma upp på frys, men det kanske är lite svårare spår. Ja. Gillar det. Blir vi kort här, nära gard så... Ja, jag håller med.
Is it the rocks? Is it the player? You know, just something they need to talk about and work out.
Eller mindre. Nej, vi diskuterar fart bara. Men i och för sig, lite mindre kanske också.
Norway have got 2 perfect corner guards, but they're not getting the chance to use them.
Linjen är bra, gärna rent. Gled bra i sliden. Ja. Känns tajt. Linje. Hårt! Hårt över järnet. Järnet. Gard. Ja, studsa in lite grann. Ja.
It's more or less what they were looking for. They were trying to come a bit deeper past the guard, but they were guarded.
You just can't get the chance to use their guards here.
Ja, første tanken min var den her, men...
at det er ingen pressprem.
Jeg vet det, det er bare at det er 5 måneder igjen. Så når man står rundt der, så er det liksom gambler-smashen.
Jo, men vi har nesten det vi dør sakte allikevel, Stefan. Altså, men her treigere, mye treigere og mye køl.
So translate, Sander, what did he say?
Can't help it.
Treigere, masse køl, så jeg skal smyge her, altså.
Stefan saying coming around here with a draw seems a bit risky.
Skyte den!
Ja, det liker jeg ikke. Jeg synes
As in,
det er åpninger,
risking the
ellers
whole
så
game.
drar jeg og stopper button.
There's 5 ends left. Thomas saying, well, we're slowly dying already, so
Gutter! I hvert fall 2 meter kort! Treigere her! Minimum! Hvis ikke mer!
There's one thing, it's never dull when Thomas is on the ice.
Han er 1/3 innenfor 4-korten, så høyt som mulig på 4.
it'll be a sad day when he finally retires.
Du er på 13-5.
Skal du sikte den, sa du?
Although I do feel he's not going to disappear from the game completely. Someone might pick him up as a coach or spokesperson. I'm sure he still has a lot to offer to the game. Whenever he decides to hang up his brush.
This is a really tight port to navigate.
14-7, that's going to be shy. Nowhere close. I'm not sure if Stefan was completely sold on the call either.
Förbi den här ting. Nästan när jag bajtar T-line om linjen är bra. Annars är den inte bra så då alltså allting att bara täcka dragningen där är okej också. Nu har ingen lätt väg in så. Ett okej fart här fortfarande va?
Ja.
Inte lättare men
det är de höga 13 på 10 liksom.
Ja.
%100% for Niklas Sundin. Hasn't been left the toughest shots today either. I mean, his team's done so well.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot of guards, which is always a good sign to skip guarding.
Open draw to the house. Still, you can't fault 100%. You can't do more. And that's a pretty good draw here. Maybe not fully buried, but certainly doesn't allow Norway to come in.
Ja, kanskje ikke. Så fint dette.
Jeg tror det er litt grann køl her, Stefan. Jeg tror det er for litt grann der. Halv blir for tynn. Vi må ha tjukkere enn halv.
Må på 70-75.
Ja, kan Stein da. Pil.
Thomas Ulsrud needs to pull off a skip deuce here. It won't be the easiest one.
70!
Run the yellow back, make the double. Stick it in behind the guard.
5% luft til garden, så er det perfekt.
One thing is knowing exactly where to catch this stone. And to put the broom down, throw the right weight, skip the line.
Whoa.
Lots of variables.
Whoa. Väck. Whoa.
This one hanging.
Whoa. Yep.
Close. Just not close enough. Gets one red. The yellow spells out the side door.
At least he did remove one from play. However, one still remains.
Snacka fart på den. Skulle den hänga lite så är det här den ändå okej. Tappar den till lopp. Det är väldigt tunn dubbel. Är linjen perfekt då är frysen bra. Annars så behöver vi lite fart och bara sära på dem lite.
Var det på
87. Ja, okej. Jag hade 78. Ja. Men...
Vänta.
Chansen
Behöver curla!
Bak 4, bak 8.
Ingen linjen! Wow!
Bak 8. Kommer ner lite. Bak 4, kommer ner.
Wow!
Bak 4.
Ren!
Lite. Börjar bort. Tappar.
Looks pretty good here.
Hårt, gå nu!
Comes down, taps it up. Lies to.
Can he see enough to get a double?
He might be able to double here and get the blank. That would be a decent result, considering.
Behövde Ekan några slå ut den lite för hårt. Har det gått? 40!
40%, that's what they can see from the hack, says Marcus.
Vi måste bara pröva. Jag är säker på att vi får en.
40, that's very precise.
I'm not sure what.
No, a third, a quarter, a half.
Del upp piffen med de där
40%.
gula där.
So it's just under half.
You know, thin half or a thick third. What's the difference? You hear
A
both.
few millimeters.
You hear both being used.
Jag tror hvis vi prøver å knanke den gule, så slipper vi fort en torstjerning da.
Ja, men prøv den her.
Jeg tror det er...
Kanske bättre.
Anyway, it's not a huge amount you can see.
Now you ever neck the guard here, giving up 2. Well, it's pretty much game over. Has been a bit tight on some of his takeouts today. Ulsrud, last stone, 6th end. Double for the blank. Have they overcooked it? Yes, they have. And it will be a steal again for Sweden.
Da var det vanskelig.
Just swept a bit too much, not a lot of room on that guard. Looked pretty tough. Didn't have a lot more room, but certainly needed to curl another inch to get the double. Steal a 1 for Sweden, and they lead 6-2.
Absolut smit har den gått kanske. Men... Bra liv boys. Bra bedömt. Ja, vi kan ekar vi så borde vi ha en chans.
Chans, bak 4.
Det är okej. Kanske curla över lite, men det är okej.
Det är lite långt. Skär nu, kommer ner.
Den drar ganska mycket curl faktiskt.
Ja, den såg ut som den tappade fart också.
Måste ha grabba lite på vägen där.
Ja, sista men.
Ja,
Jag var tajt på den också. Okej så.
Det är okej så.
Sweden, Norway.
2-0.
It's a love-hate thing between these two nations. Mostly love, but in sports, certainly there's how to put it, a loving hate, a loving hatred. It's always enjoyable for Swedes to beat Norwegians at sport and the other way around. So the same goes for curling as in football, cross-country skiing.
Mitt 12, bite 8, curla nu. Bra fart.
Kalla mycket.
Han curlar rätt mycket nu. 14.35, curlar över lite grann.
But curlers are friendlier.
Yeah, no, these guys
Not
are
like football.
friends off the ice.
So all Norway can do is put up these corners again. Hopefully get a break.
Nära! Är linjen bra kan vi ta en hake också.
Okej.
Mycket is vill ha.
Ska vi täcka den mittersta eller?
Kändes som båda Krippas nu curlar lite mer än tidigare.
Ja, men
Är
vilken
det
ska jag
något att garda
täcka?
där?
Täcka här eller?
Skotten ligger helt okej då om vi gardar.
Jag tror det i och med att det är så enkelt att dubbla dem och rulla vidare. Okej,
Ja.
kör vi det.
Då tror jag behöver lite mindre bara.
Ja, känns som dina curlar en hel del. Vad tror du om det här?
Jag tror jag behöver lite mindre ändå.
Mindre ändå? Ja.
Klart mindre än vad röd.
Lite vid kanske. Känns fortfarande lite vid.
Ja, känns som Ogges.
Ja, jag tror Ogges. Det är Ogges.
Helt okej fart.
Ja, behöver curla. Den hänger på ett annat sätt den här. Fortfarande vid. Halvmetern. Han kommer fint faktiskt. Bara rent så är det nog ganska bra. Räcker minst halva. Det är bra.
Ja,
Fint det.
5-2.
Pil! Kontrollerat pil! Köp!
Lite mindre.
Rent!
Japp.
Upp!
Japp.
Hard! Japp! Bra.
Makes 2 red go. That's been the story of the game though, hasn't it, Rona? Norway never seem to be drawing in.
Ja.
It's
Jag tror det.
more about breaking it open and
Just
like
chased.
defense chasing, yeah, just on the
Yeah.
back foot.
They've never been able to generate anything to put pressure on to Sweden.
Är med.
And any time they did get in behind cover, Sweden just ran back and cleared it.
Pick up here by Sweden. Of course, when I thought we saw a half shot from Rasmus Rano, it was not his own fault.
Still cleared the guard though.
Yeah, I think just the last few feet before it hit the guard, seemed to pick up some debris and
Linje! Fyra!
just caught some curl.
Linje! Linje! Hard på linje! Hard på linje!
Där guard.
Walla!
This one pulling up way shy. Wheels coming off for Norway here.
Känns som att spela den dubbeln. Enda risken är att smiter man den, då stickar man den så liksom. Ja,
Taking a
den
look
är
at
halvsten emellan dem.
Another battle of two neighbors, Switzerland, Germany. They're all tied.
Halvträff får någon nästan touch också.
Germany lying one, top of the forefoot, and it is completely buried. So Yannick Schwaller having to come in off the winger, his own counter. Try and get to the forefoot. Gets a roll, but not enough, catches it.
Ja.
So a big steal of one for Germany.
Ich weiß ja, dass wenn gerade losläuft, ist wirklich gut. Sorry boys.
Oskar Eriksson, double kills the corner.
Tørre å spille der!
Var lite mindre.
Jeg hadde 5-9. Dalle. Jeg hadde 5-9. Ligger bra. Hold i gang på linje. 8. Hold da. Linje. Japp. 6. Japp. 7. Hard. Hard, gutter. Hard.
pass this guard? They are.
Oh, almost over curls, but stays pretty buried.
Fine också faktiskt. Kanske
So,
sätter man den, då blir man ändå
could
corner.
this
Det
force an
kanske
error
smartare
from
att klippa
Sweden?
den.
And give Norway a slight glimmer of hope.
För den i och för sig också. Klipp den bara. Så, omöjligt för dem att inte lägga upp en dubbel.
Just going to clip the guard here. Nothing too fancy. Norway still has a bit of work to do. Even they have the chance to line to here.
Jag gillar att ge dem en.
Garnegen!
I think it's a bit too early to make the hit and roll, because they'll leave Sweden with a couple of chances at the double. We'll throw the center guard, just hope Sweden peels it again.
Tonal. Linja bra! 3. Linja bra! Stopp mitt på center! Linja bra! 3.
Köla.
Linja bra, linja bra! 3. Wow, så länge ut.
Bred. Jobbar köl eller?
This one coming a bit deep for Norway. As we look over, it's Denmark, Italy. I don't know what happened there. I feel like Denmark was able to shuffle a few Italian counters before this draw.
Yeah, played a really big, looked like a double raise, or line 2. So forcing Italy, Joel Returnaz has to draw for 1. Makes it no problem.
1-4. Italy, they lead Denmark 4-3. Denmark promoted from the B group. No pushovers. They did beat Scotland yesterday. And putting up a fight against Italy. As we see Niklas Edin getting ready to play a double on the yellows here. Norway coming in too deep with that guard. What do we have here? 1, 2.
Just like that.
Just in case you weren't sure what would happen.
The accuracy at these big weights is phenomenal. Thomas Ulsrud with an open hit.
Yeah, just conceding the end here. So I'll take the blank. Try again in the next end.
It's frustrating for him. Trying every end to build something and just not managing to. When you're playing against perfection, that's very difficult.
Kicka ut till bana E där.
Last stone, 7th end. It's a hit and run required for Thomas Ulsrud. We'll make the peel, blank this end. No score. And Sweden still leading 6-2. 3 ends remaining. Norway will have to come up with something better.
Men skal vi ha 2 cornere på samme side, eller?
Jeg liker det samme. Jeg synes det...
Corneren? Det er jo ikke corneren som er problemet. Det er det som kommer.
Lite videslide. Bra linje.
Linjen är bra.
Topp 4-10.
Köra lite nu. Ja, det är bra linje, perfekt linje. Perfekt linje.
Vi har T-line.
Snyggt.
Sweden will start again. They've scored 6 points on Norway. Only allowed Norway to score 2 singles.
Dra fart. Fin fart.
Bra. Bra. Linjen ser bra ut.
Okej linje. Lite vid.
Ja, linjen är okej, bra linje. Bra linje.
12.
Ja, ser ut som ni får hålla igång den.
Ja.
Ja.
Linjen kommer.
Linjen är bra.
Bites. Kom igen.
Ta lite kall nu också.
Kom igen.
So yet again, perfect setup. Christopher Sundgren really is relentless. And that's what makes this team world #1 last year. They just are relentless, they're so consistent.
Bra.
But as you see, Magnus also having a really good game.
Yeah, that can be a little frustrating as well. Playing when you're playing lead, making all your shots, but you'll lose.
Farten bra, så ska vi kunna hålla den.
Well, that's just a part of being lead.
You're part of the team and you have to take the good and the bad, whether you've played really well or not.
Yeah, everything's a team effort. So every shot that you make is in part down to your sweepers and skip. And especially as a lead, you contribute by sweeping and giving feedback on ice throughout the game. So every shot is a team shot.
Vilken fart! Bil! Fick hit dit då! Köp!
Played his first European Championships in 1997. Thomas Ulsrud. That's when Vågberg, the lead, was 2 years old. So that's the gap in the team.
Gå för den. Ja, den tunna.
I think he only finished 7th, so.
Och skulle den bli en tjocka, då gruppar man ändå ihop dem och klipper dem sen. Jag försöker göra den här.
Took a while.
Om det går. Ser ut att vara en tredjedel, eller? Tunnare än halv i alla fall. Ja, det känns som exakt tredjedel kommer jämare så något tunnare om vi vill in dit.
Okay.
Oh, he's sitting on the barrier doing some stretches.
Oh, he's an old man, Rona.
Just be careful what you're saying. I think you'll find he's very close to me in age.
To be fair, there's players half his age who have more injury problems than Thomas, so he's kept himself pretty healthy. Still stronger than most players in this field. A little half mistake here. It's shocking when they don't make a double, Sweden.
No, Stuart's inquiry.
Jag tycker det faktiskt ser bättre ut ändå än att komma för tight och behöva lägga tillbaka dem.
It becomes an anomaly in Norway with a little bit of a thing going here.
A very, very slight glimmer of hope. They have that corner guard. Can they get round it?
6. 6.
Coming around the corner guard as we look on over. Mikkel Krause with last stone for Denmark.
Facing 2 Italian counters on the 4-foot. Tries for the double, could get potential 3. Has he got it out? Wow.
Look at that, what a shot.
What a shot.
Double, and will stick the shooter on the wing.
It was all quite blasé.
Fantastic. And Denmark really showing some great stuff this evening. And they can pull off another upset here on Italy. Well, Denmark showing they're here to stay.
Ligger bra! Ligger bra! Vi med plassen din, Markus!
Sweden just peeled that guard. That rock, rather. That was behind the guard. So Norway now replacing it. Trying to get it fully buried. Getting a lot of finish here, though. Maybe pops out the other side again.
Skulle kunna ge den ett försök, den är ganska tunn då.
Fairly buried.
Det är bättre att försöka slå ligga 2 om den är väldigt tunn. Ja.
Giving Sweden something to think about.
There's been a lack of that.
Det är lite äckligt. Det känns för sent. Nej. Jag gillar den. Det känns dock som, även om vi sätter den så lär de väl nästan försöka på den. Då lägger vi upp en dubbel där, men då kan vi kanske dra något för att ligga 3 i alla fall. Ja, exakt. Den här är äcklig att spela också. Det känns man har ju lite av det, men det är svårt. Och jaga. Säg att vi gör den och han rundar hit. Och du lägger någonting här och han kan komma åt den. Går och smacka chappen. Hård chapp. Det har ganska mycket utsida för att den ska bli kvar här liksom. Det känns som man alltid får ut den och då är den halvöppen i alla fall. Funderade på det, men det känns... Jag tror chappen gör den faktiskt.
Den ska vara hård.
Ja, hård. Fast är någonting nära chappen, då ligger man ändå kvar centralt. Den här känns som att... Ja, vi kan prova den. Jag tror jag gillar den.
Ja.
Även om du bara klipper en insida liksom och den ligger kvar så blir det okej, så ja. För fartmässigt spela hellre innan, men... Ja.
Pretty solid stuff from Oskar Eriksson tonight. 95%.
Vill ju helst inte råka ta där och bara rulla av.
Känns som om vi sitter
Ja, exakt chaplinnen!
I think you just saw that comparison on the big screen. Stefan, not too happy with himself. Trying to slash here.
Yeah, sometimes it's maybe not good for players when they are struggling to see it on a big screen in black and white, the numbers. It just reinforces that they aren't having a good game.
Well, that's just part of the game, Rona. You have to take it. There's a guy from your country. You and Kyle played the game at the World Juniors, had a 100% game. Saw the 100% on the scoreboard, got so excited and chucked the corner guard into the house and ruined the perfect game. So, setting up nicely here, Norway. 2 in behind the guard.
Känns som att klippa garden. Ja, klippa eller skjuta den. Försöka få någon av dem. Klipper vi den så har vi en dubbel på nästa.
Yeah, 8 in.
Då måste vi göra en dubbel för att
Love to get a couple on the board here.
Det går ju inte att sticka. Jag gillar skjut över. Båda borde inte vara gömda. Nej, jag kan inte dubbelsticka tror jag inte. Känns som att spela så. Den dubbelsticken som finns, det är att jag sitter i egen där. Jag tycker försöka få någon av dem så. Ja. Försöka vicka till gard för den.
Only 3 years ago that Edin and Hulsrud played in a European final, which was won by
Enda dubbelstuffen om
Sweden.
den lite utsida och den sitter i egen liksom. Men då är garden borta i alla fall.
I believe 4 silver medals has come at the loss against Edin for Hulsrud. So 4 out of the 6 golds for Edin has been against Norway.
They'll start to dislike
Yeah,
Nicholas Edin.
It's a bit strange, they're still friends, yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, pretty good.
Still a chance for 2, though.
Oh, maybe even 3.
Yeah, maybe come round again. It's just with the guard being so long.
Depends what they want to do here. Take the risk or take their 2. I think they're drawing. And then for Sweden, it's either playing the same run back or maybe more likely coming into the house and lie 2.
That's the risk, though, if Norway come around here and then Sweden draw to lie 2 and they don't leave a double.
I think you're 4 down playing Sweden with 3 ends or 2 ends to go after this. It's probably worth the risk.
Well, when you're playing somebody that's playing 100%, really, is there a best place to put this?
Needs to sink this draw first. Big sweep. Hold tight. And this is gone. That's not great.
Er så løs, altså?
Det er litt samme som Steffen, litt lenger ut.
Opportunity lost.
Vi vill inte ner på T-line, då har han dubbel. Halva fyrfoten är mitt jämnhöjd. Som att vi ligger 2/3 fyrfot. Skräp, så håller jag ner i fast.
Og så ser du på andre lag, og så tenker du, dette er jo fint.
Det er helt feil informasjon jeg får. Jeg får informasjon at det er glatt i sporet der. Det er ikke glatt der i det hele tatt.
Kommer ut lite vidare, då skulle den kunna gå lite segt. Men om den håller sig i det här spåret så borde det vara bra.
Ja, huvudsaken är vi ligger tvingar att göra dubbel på 2 i alla fall.
Ja.
Oavsett fart så dra in och barna sätta den. Hur är farten jämfört med de innan jag har dragit här?
Ungefär likadan, va?
Ungefär samma.
Det tror jag kanske, men inte mycket.
Will play the draw to lie 2. Less risk than it could have been for Sweden. At max, they're giving up 2 points here.
Bra linje. Bra fart. Bra fart. Bra.
To get this on line, and there's no double. Norway will be forced to score their single, and the draw looks really good. So, it's a good chance Norway was being forced either way.
Yes. Shame that Norway had that glimmer of hope and he just lost it.
We'll take their 1 here.
Yeah, but you just don't get second chances.
I'll see if Norway play on or not. I'm not so sure. Definitely not if they can't score here. And they won't, so steal of 1 for Sweden. I'm going to guess that's over. Well, we will see. Yeah, there we go. Norway's had enough. They've hit a brick wall of the name of Sweden this evening. Very strong performance by the Swedes, and if that's the kind of play they're going to bring into the next games and the playoffs, that's going to be tough to beat them here in Helsingborg this week.
Da var det tydelig en svårspelat med de gula stenarna, Niklas.
Ja, man måste välja röda här.
Ja.
Det var lite smygtryck där hela matchen.
Lite... Når du inte får känslan, bör det var jävligt mycket trögare på den ena sidan nu.
Ja, din första dragning också för ett i första är 13-6 med
Jag vet,
liksom.
jag vet, med maxop nästan hela vägen.
Det är det lätta spåret.
So we're going to move over to sheet E, where Germany playing Switzerland. Germany are 1 up. Playing the 8th end. Switzerland have got last stone. And this is it, Yannick Schwaller playing last stone at the 8th end, looking for the blank.
Clean, clean, clean.
And no problem there. So score remains 4-3 to Germany after 8.
So.
Ja. Jag kan visa dem. Jag vet inte om jag gör spud, ja, de har ingen fara. Ja. Ja. Gut. Ich werde jetzt die kurze spielen.
So Dominic Grendel gets us underway at the 9th end.
Yep.
They are 1 up. They would love to force Switzerland to take their 1 here at 9. Switzerland will either have different ideas. Marcel Kaufler.
Platz. Immer Michi, immer Michi.
Trying to come around the guard.
Okay.
Ja, ich bin da.
Aber hey, wow. Du bist das Freestyle so da. Freestyle.
Goes back 8.
What?
If Germany wanted to force the 1 here, I'm surprised they're not calling for the drop. Just asking Dominic to remove it.
Easy. Good, Tommy.
Which he does, no problem. But Switzerland more than happy to try and blank this 9th end.
Lynal! Oh! Lyn! Yep!
Marcel Kaufler going for the hit. No problem.
20.
Switzerland are on 4 wins. Germany are on 3. Joshua Suter for Germany. Hits and sits.
Romano Meyer. Want to stick around here, and will do.
20. Easy. Oh, nee, niemals. Tick schneller.
We'll need to stick around here, or you'll expect Switzerland to just peel that guard and take the blank. Does roll out. And right away, Yannick Schraller will ask for the peel. Be very happy to carry the hammer into the 10th end. Try and score 2 for the win.
Good. Good.
Sixten Totzek. He's 19 years old.
Wo ist er?
Germany might have a bright future here. Nobody's been really able to carry the legacy that was left by Andy Kapp and his team.
Yep.
Of course,
Clean.
his son on the bench for Germany, Benjamin. So, new generation of young German curlers.
Oh, ich bin hier, ja.
And here we see Goldie Cup next to Benjamin on the bench. We also see quite a young side in the women's as well. Daniela Jensch skipping quite a young team. So, building for the future.
Yeah, and I think the women's side's the same as what you're saying, you know, for the men. Andy Kapp was a good few years ago, and so was Andrea Schopp. And it's taken a wee while to get teams coming through, but certainly moving in the right direction now.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Ja, 20. Okay. Nee, ist Eis, passt.
Mark Muskatowicz.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Sauber.
Germany have struggled really to force Switzerland to their win here.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Yannick Schwaller, just 24 years of age.
Well, speaking of a bright future, they've been a really good team on the World Curling Tour in the last few years. World Junior Champion.
Yeah, but I think the more exposure the sport's getting from the Olympic Games, certainly encouraging a lot more youngsters to play the game.
Yeah, there's more funding as well, so the chance to have lots of practice time, fitness coming into it, but just the funding to maybe go and travel and play a lot more events at a young age, maturing much more quickly than before.
And I think there's a lot of talent transfer in countries as well, so that you've got athletes from other sports who have got that mindset. They're in the habit of training and coming in from another sport into curling. Also a big help.
Last stone, 9th end. You don't want to make any mistakes here. Switzerland have played for this blank the entire end. Right on the nose. Not what Switzerland were looking for. They score, but they would have rather have the blank. And it's a tied game. That plays into the favor of Germany. 1 end to go in this one.
Nur 2 anfallen. Bei den Guards hier vorne, glaube ich, schon Tempo, oder? Ja, deswegen haben wir gesagt, man spielt vielleicht den ersten auf die Seite.
Schert die gerade hier.
Was?
Goed voor reis, recht goed voor reis. Naar plaats.
Bij de 3. Het zijn nog 3 hoes. Kom met. Kom met. Kom niet gek.
Switzerland, Germany. 10th end. Our featured game between Sweden and Norway ended a bit early with a Swedish win. So just next door, we find these two teams. Another 2 countries that share a border. Switzerland had the blank attempt in 9. Yannick Schwaller with a mistake, so scoring the single. So instead of advantage Switzerland, it's big advantage Germany. Tied game, all they need to do here is score a 1. Quite often we see the tech shot being employed, but not here. Drawing to the wing. Is that maybe because the guard's halfway and it's tough for Switzerland to place another centre guard without leaving a double.
Yeah, the guard's not in an ideal position. You want the first one close and the second one long, or vice versa. So it's not in a great position for Switzerland and Germany, know that.
I think they're just going to have to try. So either you put it right over the hog line or fight up against the rings. It's pretty much exactly halfway.
Gaat drüber, Jungs! Nur gaat drüber! Wow, Linie ist noch nichts und das ist wirklich drüber.
Definitely over. A bit more than that. And this is not the setup that Koifler was hoping to give his teammates in this 10th end. Still not able to make a play on those red rocks. Germany sits in the free guard zone.
Eigentlich nicht. Wenn wir so schießen, geht der zweite rote so.
Wie weit sind die auseinander? Aber ist das nicht der Track dann?
Wenn du so drauf schießt, dann geht der zweite in die Richtung.
Skatovitz wanting to be the first team to come around those centre guards. Just got to make sure they don't leave it in a spot where a double peel might jam. Definitely want to make sure to keep this in front of the T-line.
Genau vorne 4. Ah, nee, schneller.
Länge ist gut. Länge ist gut. Vorne Button.
Sauber, Yashi.
Vorne Button. Tick flott.
7:30, 7:30.
Yeah, when you are trying to steal, the guard placement's so important.
That's a pretty good shot there.
Skate.
Ja, wenn wir da nicht jetzt so tappen.
Okay. Ja, schippen einfach.
Ha? Was das? Ich meine, ja. Nachher läuft der Ton aber drauf vorbei, es bringt uns nichts.
Ist gut, ja.
So.
Bisschen tappen.
Und hinten,
See the time
hinten
clock.
4, hinten 8,
Switzerland
ja.
have got 5 minutes. Germany just under 5, so both have got plenty of time for this last end.
I think Switzerland knows the centre guards won't be there very long. So they're going to come around here and tap the yellow to the back 4.
In 4, in 8.
And they'll probably keep guarding that and eventually play the tap on their own.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Well, really important setup shot here from Romano Mayet.
Yeah, this is the key shot of the end, to be fair.
Over curls.
Just didn't have enough weight to play the full tap. And
I wonder how this is lined up now. Can Germany get all 3 reds going?
So.
They hit it perfect.
Yep. Hard.
Super.
Yep. Hard. Come on. Hard. Shooter.
1-2. Oh, close to the third, but we'll open it up.
Noch knapp.
1, 2.
1, 2. 2.
Hey, nicht schnell, ha? Sit.
Comes maybe a bit too close.
Halbtreffen.
Might be tempting for Germany to run it back, but I think the call was just to pick it clean. Skatovitz just keeping it simple.
Yep.
Let's take a look on over to Russia and Netherlands. A lot of yellow granite up front facing Lukov.
Yep.
Certainly is. It's a wall of yellow. Not sure how many he can actually get here. Can get all three moving, but unfortunately took his own red.
And is that 4?
I think it's a steal of 4.
Wow. And that is game over for Russia. And Netherlands will they'll pick up another win here, a crucial one.
4 yellow. Lekker boys.
And that's an ugly score line for the Russians, 12-4.
So Netherlands, they will move on to 3 wins.
And England, they will sit, or Russia rather, will sit at just the 1.
That was against Scotland. So Switzerland just keep putting up the guard and Germany just keep peeling off.
You know, Switzerland will need to make a play on the German shot stone eventually. Probably always leave Germany a shot for the win. So that's why they're not really trying anything too fancy. Mark Buskatowicz just want to make sure he has a shot to win the game.
Same.
But if Switzerland ever just knows the yellow, might leave a tough one for Germany. Yeah. Just gets the 2 reds just side by side.
Side by side and can't nose.
Can be a little bit tricky, especially if they're perfectly level. I'm not sure if they will be.
Whoa.
Could be pretty close.
Easy then. Linie ist ganz okay. Spür nicht, ich bin lang.
Off. Super.
Good there by Mikael Brunner.
Yep. Bravo.
Certainly been very efficient at clearing the front. No mistakes in peeling guards.
Ja, sau schwierig aber. Und jetzt? Dann macht er den Top und dann ist Game Over. Und nachher?
Ja, dann kann er auch clearen.
Gescheiter dort zusammen am 4 Fuß und in der Pressure stehen. Neem je ook raus.
No.
What about drawing round the red and yellow right now?
Tough shot.
Wenn wir jetzt Guard spielen, bekommen wir
It's a tough shot for Switzerland.
Speel doch nicht die Ritten stellen. Oder hier können wir doch rollen hier. So, hier mit dem Zahnaldi. Wir spielen doch die Draw. Nicht?
Also hier so eine Karte?
Ich würde, ja.
Läuft recht, okay.
Die läuft recht gut, glaube ich, oder? Ja.
Gut, kannst du ein bisschen?
Sehr weit. Sehr weit.
Nein, Kerl, schon genug.
Ist
Kann
weit.
recht gut. Läuft noch gerade, Achtung. Cello, wenn. Bring mal ein bisschen.
Just a guard again here.
Muss.
From Switzerland, hoping Germany will just peel it once more. See if Germany ever considers switching gears.
Roll oder Nase. Kann eigentlich nichts machen. Kann vielleicht den hier gleich tappen.
Let's
und dann haust du die
take a look at Denmark, Italy. The Danish with last rock here. They've been pretty impressive in this game.
It's a great freeze from Italy, forcing Denmark to play a delicate tap back. Trying to hold the line. Oh, just nicks it through the hole. And it's a score of 2. Great shot.
And Mats Nørgaard pumped up for this one. He knows how important this win could be for Denmark. As we see Germany peeling the guard once again. I think it's just a clean pick. A lot of thrust out the hack from Muskatovic. No problem. And now the question: do you nose it, hit and roll? What's the best call? You have a timeout here. Will they use it?
Ja. Die is eerkraad, oder? Die Geld sind hier Linie viel. Mir juckt's nicht. Weil die Gonengarten sind immer recht lang gehangen. Ich hätte jetzt für eine 10 wie das gegeben.
Finde ich gut, ja. Bis hier.
Bis du. Weißt du, wenn du spielst, dann nimm den Top, wenn wir draußen sind. Ja.
Gut, 10,5. Schon 1,5 Minuten.
Yeah, you could hit and just roll slightly to the right so that both reds are biting the forefoot by the same amount, so a nose hit can't win.
I don't want to leave too
But
big
you
of a
don't want to leave
pocket.
a double, no.
Either you hit and try and roll away here, or you just try and hit and lie just side by side with a bit of an inch space between them. And that makes the pocket double pretty tough. But of course, you just roll a bit away here and have Germany not be able to nose either. You might have to draw the forefoot or play a hit and roll. And they will just nose it, and I think that's a pretty good shot. As even though they're close together,
it's a hard double. It looks easy. You just think, oh, they're side by side.
Exactly.
But it's not an easy one to hit.
Needs to be pretty much right in between the two reds here. Catch too much of either red, you're not going to get enough contact on the second and kick it out the house. So last rock, Mark Muskatovic can certainly throw it hard enough, but how accurate? Last stone, 10th end for the win for Germany. 1, 2. Oh, there you go. The shooter spins up and out, but they have the saver on the wing. Great effort. And that's a big win for Germany. And a bit of a blow for Switzerland. That pulls them level with Switzerland in the standings. They're both sitting at 4 wins now. Germany 5-4 win over the Swiss. That's really shaping up in the men's standings. We will move over to Denmark, Italy. It is Denmark with some impressive play this evening. 8-5, they lead the Italians.
Sorry.
I'm trying to peel the corner guards. Only gets to one. Italy with a fighting chance to score a 3 here and tie up the game for an extra end. Denmark with wins over Russia and Scotland. Could knock off Italy as well.
Linea buona, linea buona. Dove siamo? Linea vicina, stai lì. La linea è buona.
Caught some curl here. Was it too late? Oh, they've lost it.
Oh, I'm not happy with that. The weight was good.
It's been a very frustrating evening for Italy. It's shown. And it's been a Denmark that's been really fired up and shown a lot of passion. Runs it back, doesn't make it.
Linea buona. Linea. Linea okay.
Another chance here to come around and set 2 for Italy.
Forte.
So then all they need is one mistake.
Forte, Rama. Hard. Tira, Rama.
Wait's good here. Needs to get past and will tickle the guard again.
Twice in a row.
Ja, så har du den der kort, ikke?
Så har han tilbage 2 tilbage, ikke?
Jo. Jeg kan godt lide at spille på den, men det bestemmer du. Vil du hellere den?
Så det er game over.
Vi har lavet den. Ja.
See Mikkel Krause wanting to just play the hit and roll. Weiss and Nørgaard asking why not just play the slash, and that's game over. And they will play it, thinking that even if they don't make the double here and Italy comes around, it's a pretty short run back on that red. They're not in risk of losing the game on this end unless they make a horrible miss here. Mikkel Krause.
Wow, wow, væk! Helt væk!
Oh.
Tobias!
Are they on it at all here? Oh, no. And that was a horrible mistake.
And maybe
they couldn't
he should
afford.
just have played what his first choice was. Play the hit, keep it simple.
Well, that's when you feel a little bit bad as a vice skip.
Yes, for putting the notion in his head.
Yeah, talking your skip into playing that shot and then it's missed. Is there any chance Italy can set up for a 4? I doubt it. It'll probably always be an open hit, but a 3 is definitely in play here.
Yeah, 3's definitely on the cards for an extra end.
So where do you put this next one to not leave a double? Claudio Pescia comes out.
Questa qua e gli lascia una doppia questa.
Ma no, lui giocherà sempre questa qua. Lui giocherà. Ah no, chiara, certo.
Sì, no, beh, questa deve venire qua. Sai, non è male giocare questa, perché se questa la portiamo fuori, magari lui si disinteressa anche di questa. Cioè, e gioca lì.
Sì.
Ok. Io giocherei, allora giochiamo questo.
Sì.
Bisogna prenderla all'esterno. Ah, sì, sì.
Sappiamo dove mettere lo scopo,
Sì. Allora il punto così arriviamo a punti diretti, poi a un certo punto qua crollano.
Così. Sì, questo è un po' sport un po' diverso da prima.
Well, Scotland will beat England 7-5. The Anglo-Scottish War is over.
Qualcuno prenda quella che sposta.
I think Italy was talking about a split here. Didn't want to leave the same slash double for Denmark. So get to the inside of the top pillow. Tap it back, slide off and roll in behind cover. This one curling big though. Is it on the guard again? Third time in a row. Well, they're lying three. Haven't been able to figure out that spot. Again, just over curling.
That's three in a row that's come down there. And they've caught the guard every time, and it could have afforded to be in the high side and split the yellow.
There's a bit shy weight there too for the split. So Mikkel Krause will have a chance at redemption after that flashed takeout on his first. Needs to make 2 go. And then Denmark picks up another win here at the European Championships. Off and on. What do they have? 1, 2, no. Just a single takeout. Maybe a little gun shy after that first miss. Didn't get out to the broom. A little bit of nerves showing. And Italy with a great chance to draw and score 3. Put this game into an extra end. And we will have some bonus curling. Well, going to make sure to take enough ice this time. Last on 10th end, Joel Vetronaz. Usually pretty cool in this situation.
Stai lì Rama però, 2 colpi Rama, sì Rama, sì, per essere sicuri,
This
sì Rama se puoi.
the 12th it really.
Sì Rama, sì. Linea buona, stai lì Rama, stai lì Rama.
Line's good,
happy.
weight is good. This shot is good. Right onto the forefoot, 3 points for Italy. This battle is not over by a long shot. We will go one more. Tied game after 10.
Non può tenere una partita intera.
Tieni su un po' linea,
Linea è buona.
tieni su un po' linea, linea un po', linea un po'.
Sta girando tanto.
Linea un po'.
Sta girando tanto, solo passare.
We're in Helsingborg, Sweden for the Gruyère AOP European Curling Championships 2019. It's Denmark playing Italy, extra end action. All other games have come to a conclusion. And Denmark putting up a really good fight, but maybe some nerves showing at the end of the 10th end. Let Italy score a 3, tie up the game, and a tick shot here from Holterman. Not made, so Italy has 1 center guard to work with.
Giochiamo per la linea.
Okay.
Abbiamo spazio su questa.
Simone Gonin.
Mia spazio, potete girare.
Lots of experience as a mixed doubles player.
Tanto spazio.
Really good draw weight,
Tanto spazio.
which is quite helpful as a lead.
Certainly is when you have to set up the ends.
Get some good separation here. Just tiny bit of an angle for a double, but pretty good.
Ja, men
Drawing to the wing here. I think you'll see a lot of teams maybe come around the centre guards if they missed the first tick, just to take control of the forfeit.
Well, that's what was called initially, to come around, but front end changed his mind.
Not sure if I love the call. 2 centre guards now and a chance for it to come around them. You'll be chasing the end, and this one ends up in nowhere land. No man's land?
Forse lì abbiamo un po' più di spazio?
Conosciamo meglio il ghiaccio secondo me qua.
Yeah, when it gets to this stage, it's who gets round there first. So I think if Denmark had come around, it would have put a bit more pressure onto Italy.
Linea è buona.
No. Guarda, secondo me.
La linea è buona. Stai lì. 6. Linea è molto buona.
Di là, 6.
No, linea perfetta. 6. Lasciala. Momo. Solo Momo. Un buon punto vogliamo,
So good line.
Tira.
Just back of the button.
You have a big blue thing under your foot. Lad så bare garden.
Tobias Engelhardt. Oof. Bit of a scare. Gets the one guard.
There's a lot of silence there.
Questa era 3,90. 80, scusami. 4,10.
That was the chance to make the double. If Italy lines this up well, it'll be very hard to make it. Sebastiano Arman.
2.
Easy. 2. La linea è buona.
1.
Ok, la linea è buona, aspetta.
2 meno.
Stai lì per linea un po' che gira. Sta girando.
2.
Amos primo.
E 2.
No, è 2 meno.
No, solo passare.
2 meno, non
Solo
è
passare, easy.
E tira, Rama. Bravo.
When Italy calls line, it sounds like an opera.
Have you been to many operas?
Not really. But it's a nice language, though.
It is. It's a very romantic language.
Yep. No love lost between these two. Peels the top guard again. You'll see how Denmark is a little bit on the back foot here. How will they score? Just a pin barely showing.
Well, that's the only benefit right now, that one is just a back tee.
I can imagine if Italy comes into the house again, top 4.
2.
It'll be very tough for Denmark.
2.
Do they ever switch gears? Try and make that draw before Italy does. Oh, well, this one coming a bit deep.
Yeah, the double peel is easier now.
This is your chance right here. You might get all 3 even if you make it perfect. Mats Nørgaard with that taped up corn broom will get low to the ice. Accurate with the up weights. What's he got here? Looks pretty close. 1, no. Doesn't get the second. Not sure if they'll get a better chance at it. It's been an emotional roller coaster for him. A lot of fist bumps in this game. But also frustration.
Yeah, they'll still be frustrated they're actually playing an extra end when they were 3 up playing the 10th. But it just shows you it's a 5 rock free guard zone.
Amos Musanen.
Un po' più lente di prima.
Serve for Italy. Must be the tallest player in the field.
Hard! Do! Hard! Hard!
Well, it's a good guard, good separation.
Ja. Er det ikke for meget is i forhold til dem, jeg lavede sidst?
Second chance here. Angle not as good, but double on the guard is there.
Rent.
Just the one again. Now Italy, do you guard?
They'll take a timeout to decide.
As if Italy guards now, Denmark might realize they'll have to come around. So do you come around right now?
What if Italy come around and freeze right on top of their own?
Exactly. But then you leave one run attempt. Ooh.
But then if they're frozen, they can't move them both.
And that's why they call a timeout here. Trying to figure out the best course of action.
Sì, è vero. Hai ragione.
Claudio Pescia will make his way to the away end. It's the long walk.
Sì, doppia guardia non ce la lascia.
In out lo giochiamo anche come
The call may be different if that had been just top of the 1 foot.
Ma come diceva lui,
But because it's just
Se
behind
dovesse giocare al run perfetto, abbiamo
T-line.
una centrale e andiamo dietro quella poi.
If they guard now, Denmark makes the draw. It's game over. They make it perfect. So I think they might have
dove
to
si
come
gioca
around.
run comunque rimane lì davanti.
Andiamo dentro, Il fatto è che se mettiamo la seconda guardia lui probabilmente non ce la fa fare il doppio peel e quindi magari è lui che spinge per andare dentro. Sai, se per caso... No, questa secondo me con un tap ce l'ha sempre.
La mette lì lui. Se la fate deve essere proprio dritta perché lui giocherà.
Beh, ma se per esempio siamo anche qua e lui gioca... No, ma se lui gioca questo...
Mi piace, fa la tripla e siamo finiti.
No, lo so, però voglio dire, non è neanche la fine del mondo, secondo me.
No,
il tiro è il freeze.
Se sei lì vicino, guarda che lui ha un tiro, cioè, se mette alla guardia lui ha un tiro, se lo fa, ok, se lo sbaglia... No, dico, potete andare mandate il freeze.
Sì, l'idea ottimale è sicuramente venire più dritto possibile a freeze.
Non top 4,
No, giocare per freeze. Top 4 lascia una tripla. Se veniamo un bel freeze e dovesse anche fare un bel run, ci rimane comunque la guardia centrale. Anche secondo me.
Anche se sei solo qua, è aperto.
Quello che dico, lui non, o apre, no, però magari viene dentro all'altra, però non è facile.
Però lui se sbaglia sto tiro qua adesso che viene dentro non lo fa, adesso.
È anche vero che se noi veniamo bene a freeze e lui sbaglierà anche abbiamo vinto.
Invece se mettiamo la guardia e lui fa un tiro, abbiamo perso.
Sì, dobbiamo anticipare secondo me.
Freeze,
Solito,
I think you all agree here.
Ancora, no?
Freeze their own, get there first. You often say play the simple shots yourself and leave the tough ones for your opponent, but this is maybe not the time to do it. I mean, you could guard, and if Denmark plays the draw, they miss. And you come around, you win the game, but it's a risk to take. You might have to do it yourself.
There is room for error here in that you can be slightly short and still block the way.
Gruyère, Joel say, don't want to put a top 4. They might leave a triple. At least a chance to move all the yellows off the center line. Ideally just dead frozen on the nose here of their own stone.
Linea un po'.
Yep, on the nose
Linea
is
un po'
perfect.
stretta. Stretta.
Oh, this is short. So they're going to leave it.
Dove siamo?
And where will they leave it?
Storta.
They don't want to freeze the guard
Giù,
here
giù,
and
giù,
leave
tira giù.
an easier triple. It's not great.
But will Denmark come around now?
Yeah, that's the question. Double peel is enticing.
It is, but also so is that draw. If they get there now, what does Italy do? I know your head says, I've got last stone, I want to clear the front. But looking at the situation,
It's basically saying
Hvis du går herned, bomber
you
den.
want to play the shot for the win on your first one or your second one.
Yeah.
Bare lægger den.
Even if you do take the double peel, what are you going to be left with? Even if they come in and weld one right on top, you might not be able to lift the double.
Timeout by Denmark. Clocks are reset and new timeout awarded for the extra end.
The coaches love that. They've got to walk away to the other end.
I'll do my best to translate.
Ja, men altså, han skal jo nærmest spille på den der, hvis vi går her. Og det får han ikke i shooteren.
Kat Larsen.
Hvis vi laver den der, så er kampen færdig. Altså.
Ja, om det er rigtigt at gå herned nu.
Er der en triple?
Det er der. Men hvis vi kun får de to, så lægger han den der.
Ja, så har jeg en run back dobbelt.
Så skal vi spille en dobbelt.
Hvis I misser indlægget, så er I tabt. Så lukker han den, så har I ingenting.
Ja, men det gør, altså fordi hvis vi lander kort her,
så lukker han
den der, så kan vi spille hak fra den her næste gang. Den anden vej, vi har begge veje.
Det er rigtigt.
Vi har begge veje rundt om, så han kan godt lukke den ene.
Vi har også råd til at komme lidt hurtigt her og bombe den der.
Ja, så åbner I lidt mere til.
Ja.
Så det er jo nok det rigtige spil her.
Ja, hvis I så kun... Hvis I kommer til at lægge sådan, så lægger han ind. Så lægger han ind.
Men er det ikke bare, altså...
Kan I få den der, så er det
selvfølgelig... Vi lukker kampen her jo.
Ja. Så prøver han den anden vej rundt, det skal han jo gøre.
Ja, ja.
Det er jo vilkåret. Ja. Og hvis det kikser det der, har I så den triple?
Ja.
Ja.
Well, to be fair, Rona, not much was said that we haven't said already. We know exactly what's going on here, and it's going to be a bit down to the skip, really, what he wants to play. If you make the double peel, you'll have to play a double for the win. Or you could play a draw right here, and you make it perfect. Might not even have to play your last shot.
But also, this is a do or die. If you don't make this shot, you're going to struggle to win the game.
Yeah, also, when you look back to the last two ends, they haven't been really good with the upweights, and Krause did miss 2 takeouts in the 10th end. They put them in this mess, so maybe change it up, play a draw. Pressure on the sweepers there too. Finger up in the air is not a good sign, but going for line here. Needs to be past the guards. Well, maybe a bit of panic. Had room here.
Yeah, passed by quite a bit.
Well, Sweepers called it heavy, out of hand.
Who shot.
Just a bit of a nervy line call there. Overswept. That wasn't looking half bad if they just didn't sweep it that much.
I don't know. It was a bit of panic there, I think.
Might look red.
I think Italy lies, but very close. Even so, though, Italy come down and freeze right in the centre of those two. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, pretty good. Right in the pocket. Even if you nudge the red a tiny bit, you're all good. A bit of room for error.
That was a big mistake from Denmark. They passed the guards closer. It really was a good line.
It wasn't that heavy either, just a foot. If you're not sure who's shot here, it might be worth having tolerance on a bump rather than coming up short.
It's just a T-weight. Let the sweepers control it.
Well, Joel Retornaz playing 90% on draws this evening.
Linee buone ragazzi, aspetta Rama, aspetta. Ok allora, linee buona.
Needs to be there though.
Linee buona.
Needs a good chunk of the button.
Buona.
Line's good.
Vieni perfetta.
Sweeper
Abbiamo un po' di
seem
Line
happy
is
as well.
perfect, says Gonin.
Vieni perfetta, abbiamo un po' di spazio, senza spingere troppo.
Will be a little bumpy, I think. That is still pretty good. Real good draw by Returnaz. Boise good under pressure.
Ja, skal lave en filo.
Masser. Du kan ikke komme for langt
Epi
her.
got a second reprieve there after coming up
Jeg tror
short with
lige
the
på, at
first.
vi også shot.
Jeg havde et 40.
There's just enough room on the outturn.
Her, Mikkel.
Det er lignende det samme, vi går efter her.
This is where Italy came up well short a few rocks ago. Wonder if it's a bit slower coming this way. Will be kicking himself after those mistakes in the 10th end. Will be relieved. And excelled if they can make this draw for the win in the extra. Mikkel Krause needs a good chunk of the button here. Getting closer, getting real close. Is it there? Is it there? It is there. Denmark wins it with a draw in the extra end. What a fantastic effort.
What a shot.
Wow. What a cracking game. And this one's been all over the place. And when that last stone from Italy landed, well, didn't you think it was done for the Italians? But Mikkel Krause comes up with the goods. Oh, what a good feeling that must be. Take a look again. Comes in, gets that tiny rub, sits on the back yellow, and just 2 inches is enough for Denmark to clinch another win here in Helsingborg. And that could put them one big step closer towards playing the World Championship this season. 9-8 final score. Wow. They'll be sleeping pretty sound tonight, I would think.
Jeg skyld lidt for 10 anden.
Ja, jeg var ved at smadre den der også.
As coaches and alternates make it out for evening practice, maybe we'll take the opportunity to just take a look back at what was our feature game this evening between Sweden and Norway. It was a 7-2 win for the Swedes as they stay perfect. Sixth end, Norway. Thomas Ulsrud looking for the blank. Needs to come pretty close to the guard and certainly gets close, but not close enough. Double not made. Sweden will steal a point. In the 7th, looking at Niklas Edin's first stone of the end. Makes a double, and that kills the end for Norway. They eventually blank and carry the hammer into the 8th. Great draw by Sweden to sit 2, forcing Norway to play the nose hit to score the single point. But will just roll a bit too far. Sweden stealing another point, and a very dominant performance. A 7-2 win over neighbours Norway. Those are all the scores from the 7th session in the men's competition. Scotland with a win over their neighbours England, 7-5. We saw Denmark with that exciting extra end win over Italy. Netherlands with a 12-4 over Russia, and also Germany with a win over the Swiss. We see Sweden with 7 wins. They are qualified. They are closely followed by Scotland, Germany, Italy and Switzerland, all fighting for a spot. Maybe Denmark, Netherlands, Norway still with a chance to get in there. But definitely for England and Russia, it's all about trying to stay alive and maybe get at least a spot to the World Qualifier. Is it fair to say that was a textbook performance by you guys tonight?
Yeah, I think so. We were really pumped going into this game. We knew they were going to play well, and we had to play well to beat them. And yeah, that was one of our best games ever, I think. It was clinical, so really, really nice going forward from this.
Enjoying a pretty good winning streak against Norway now. Is there anything special playing, especially Thomas, maybe?
Definitely, yeah. We've been rivals and a few of the best friends out there for 15 years now, so definitely a special feeling playing Norway and especially Thomas Ulsrud. So always nice games, always good camaraderie out there.
Is this kind of performance going to win you the gold here at home in Sweden?
I think so. If we can play like this, I think we're not unstoppable, but it takes a lot to beat us when we're good like this. But definitely we have to focus and play as well as this to be able to win. So that's our focus now.
No injuries, fit for fight?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. For now, I'm not going to jinx it though, but for now I feel really good, yeah.
Thank you so much and congrats.
Thank you.
That was all the excitement we had time for this evening from Helsingborg, Sweden. We thank you for watching. Tune in again for more Le Gruyère AOP European Curling Championships.
Whoa! 10-2, det känns